Hello, my crafty friends. I sure hope you're having a fabulous day. My name is Robyn Pitts with Sir Chauncey Rocco Creative Designs. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a fun project that I've created for ASC Craft Supplies. I've made these beautiful stacked easel cards using a Crafter's Companion stacked easel die set, and I also used the deliciously decadent MINTAYCHOCOLATEKISS paper collection. Hopefully you had an opportunity to see my previous video. I did an in-depth overview of the Chocolate Kiss collection. I created 3 stacked easel cards, and I'll review these in further detail. Before I do that, I'd like to show you the items that I used to make this project. To make the cards, I went into my craft vault and I dug out my Crafter's Companion stacked easel die sets. Now, I purchased these about 2 years ago, but if any of you are like me, I love to purchase dies, and sometimes I don't always have a chance to use them, but I love to look at them. So this year I'm really trying to make an effort to use more of the beautiful dies that I have in my collection. The first die that I used is this Crafter's Companion triple easel heart. This is what it looks like. The dies measure 5 by 5. And these are all of the dies that you receive with it. I love this decorative die here in the center. And you also receive this love sentiment that has a shadow layer. I used the triple easel books. This is also 5 by 5, and you receive 12 pieces. Similar to the heart, you have a decorative element in the center, and this comes with a sentiment that says "For You." It also has a shadow layer. And last but not least, I used the triple easel ornate frames. This has 10 pieces, also 5 by 5. And I love the decorative edge these frames have. And you also receive this decorative element in the center. And the sentiment here says "Celebrate." Because I'm making cards with this collection, I decided to use the Mintay 6x6 and the 6x8. These were the perfect sizes to make these easel cards. I also used the paper die cuts and then the paper elements. The first card that I've created is this stacked hard easel card. This by far is the easiest card that I've made out of the 3. One thing I did want to mention is that you don't have to have the Crafter's Companion stacked easel dies in order to make easel cards. In fact, you can use any die that you have at home. They simply need to have a concentric or nesting element. And when I say that, I simply mean that you'll have a collection of hearts that go from large to small that will give you the ability to create mats and layers and a variety of sizes. The heart in the back is the largest. I simply cut this out in a chocolate paper with pink polka dots, and then I layered the beautiful paper on top. I didn't want to cover it up. It is so beautiful. I've embellished this heart with a smaller heart, and this is one of the decorative elements that you receive in the Crafter's Companion die set. As you can see, it has 2 pieces. It's got this red polka dot piece, and behind it I have cream paper. I love the way that looks. And then I simply stacked up a variety of images from the paper collection. We've got chocolate truffles, flowers, this cupcake, and a cookie in the back. The second heart, which is a medium size, I've simply cut this out with pink and red striped paper, and look at how beautiful the design is here. This also comes with this sentiment that says love and the shadow layer. Now to create dimension, I simply curved it with my bone folder, and then I glued this side and this side together. So you have this 3D element here. As a card stopper, I've used these chocolate candy pieces. And then the last heart here has more of this beautiful paper, and I've used 2 hearts on the bottom as a stopper. As you can see, this is very, very simple, and all I've done is used the paper. I've not used any other embellishments. Let me give you a side view. Here you can see all of the cards and the easel component here on the side. The back I've just kept simple. Although this is a beginner's card, the arrangement and the beautiful paper selection makes it look like a professional has created it. Let's take a look at our next card. The second card that I've created is with the Ornate frame stacked easel cards. I really love the shape of this card and the detail on each of the layers. So this card is slightly more advanced than the previous card that I showed you, but it's still very simple. I simply cut out the layers for the card. In the back of each of the cards, I've used this red and white gingham pattern, and then I changed the matting layer on each. So here we have this brown and pink polka dot. On the side, I've used these beautiful floral elements and this bow from the ephemera pack, and then I enhanced it with this red glittered heart. On the left side, I have created a tag and envelope. Now these envelopes are from the paper elements. I simply took one of the smallest envelopes, I cut it down, and then I glued it down, and then I've also added in this fun tag. So you can write a sentiment here, and then I added a ephemera piece here, which is the heart, to make it easier to pull out of the pocket. And so this just fits back here just like so. For the second card, I used a white mat in the background, and then I used this ticket from the paper element. It says love. I've embellished that with some fun red sequins. And on the right, we have all of these decadent desserts. We have chocolate-covered strawberries, meringue, cookies, chocolate truffles, and these are 3 layers. And then for the stopper, I used more chocolate and then a little bonbon on the bottom. And then last but not least, for the smallest card, I used the page that has chocolate in the background. And this piece here came exactly as is from the paper elements. I thought this chocolate latte was a perfect complement to all of these desserts here. And on the bottom, we have this little chocolate cake. Let me turn this to the side. Now on the back, you can use this space here to add a sentiment. I don't need this for this card because we've got the ticket in the front, but you could certainly add paper here and include a sentiment if you like. Let's take a look at our third and final card. The last card that I've created is this stacked book card. I had so much fun with this. Now this one is slightly more advanced than the 2 previous cards that I showed you. I love the book design, and again, I did not do a lot of embellishing. I simply used the elements that were in the paper collection. Now when I say this is slightly more advanced than the other cards, I say that because I've used a lot of layers, and I'll show you what I mean. If I turn this card to the side, you can see the curved elements here. So rather than just gluing the book down flat, what I've done is I've curved each of these pieces here. This has 2 layers, so it actually looks like a book that's coming off the page. And to make the pages stand up, I have foam dots in the back. So I've done that for all 3 cards. Here I've simply cut a page from the paper, and it says love in the center, and it has all of these wonderful hearts and chocolates and a bow. For the smaller card here, I have cut out a piece from the 6x6. Again, you have a stacked tray of decadent desserts. I did add this little red and white bow, and I've embellished it with this glitter red heart. And then for the medium card, I've added in pieces from the ephemera, so this stands out. And then I've included the sentiment that says, for you. Here's a final look at the beautiful easel cards that I've created using the Crafter's Companion stacked easel dies and the wonderful MINTAYCHOCOLATEKISS collection. If you'd like to see a demo of how I made these cards, please leave a message for me in the description box. Also remember that this Chocolate Kiss collection is available at ASC Craft Supplies. You can visit them on the web or their Etsy store. Also use my coupon code Robyn10 to receive a 10% discount upon checkout. Hopefully I've inspired you with new and creative ideas. If you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now, and happy crafting.